All right, what's going on, y'all? Your boy is back. So I ain't made a video in a few days. Hope y'all ain't think it was over. What y'all thought was over? Boy, it just don't stop. So, hey, it's one of the things you never know where life is gonna take you. You know, like we've been hearing too many stories like this. Okay, younger, older. Uh, really, it doesn't matter what the color of your skin or where you live. And I honestly and goodnessly believe these sudden deaths are based on something that people have been putting in their bodies from, like I say, a condition that they had 3 years ago. Okay. Uh, you guys know what it is. I had to be very careful about saying certain words because I'm going to get flagged. All right. And I just recently got off probation. So, you know, like I just have to find different terminologies and all that. But, we've seen enough of these instances. I think that you kind of know. When I first started bringing these articles up, I believe I was one of them. I got targeted, and then people were saying, I don't know what I'm talking about, and this and that. I'm speculating. I don't do no research. And I think a lot of these articles, okay, a lot of these podcasters, even like a lot of the mainstream medias, that when this topic gets brought up, a lot of these podcasters like me, the ones that are not monetized and small channels, the stuff makes a lot more sense now. Okay. Like I've been called a whistleblower and that type of stuff. All right. What? I'm an anomaly, but I'm going to say what I got to say. Hey, truth really don't care who tell it. So, look, there's a couple of guys. Uh, we've had a 19-year-old at Liberty University. He was a offensive lineman. Then just the other day, Caleb White, a all-state basketball player out there in Alabama, 17 years old, dead. Okay, these guys are athletes. Now, it's one thing if you got somebody that wasn't really in good shape and then, they got pushed and all that other stuff in the football field. I know it's hot outside. Before the last couple of years, maybe an incident would occur. I don't know, maybe you hear about one incident a year throughout the country. But this is happening at a very rapid rate, okay, with this condition called this commotous cordis, okay. It's basically it's trauma to the heart through the nerves, okay, that control the heartbeat and so forth, okay. I did an article about that with that brother that played with the Buffalo Bills, okay, Devin Hamlin. So you have that gentleman, all-state basketball player at Alabama, okay, that was heavily recruited, and also Magoo, all right, is probably the most popular out of the guys that I'm talking about. Okay, a lot of people, because he's from my way, he's from Norfolk, Virginia. I'm just happen to be from Hampton, the 757. Uh, People are back home, although I live in Las Vegas now, okay, for being in the military, traveling throughout the world. They are mourning his death back home right now. There've been a lot of people that's talking about it. Uh, Magoo was one of the guys that he was well known, but he was more so regional. Okay, but he was like a hometown hero type rapper. A lot of songs with Timberland, Missy. Okay, Genuine. He would hang with that crew. In fact, when I was a reservist back in the not latter '90s, I can remember they did like a meet and greet. They did a little party out there at Norfolk Live. If y'all remember that, okay. down there on Granby Street, downtown Norfolk. Did that. I ran into the Timberland a couple of times. They went and signed autographs. You know, Missy, um, Magoo. Yeah, so I met them cats in person back then, and and he sung a couple of songs on Timberland's album. I remember that one song, "I Love to Love You," and then the Sardines and Pork and Beans. I can't think of the song that he did, but he was on that one. Uh, so he did several tracks with uh, the rapper, and he's also a producer, renowned producer Timberland. All right, actually, he won a few Grammys for doing work with Justin Timberlake. This is Timberland, that is, but you know, Magoo was a pretty good rapper. Okay, he was good. I think he just didn't blossom to be as big, you know, as many other guys. So I think he just stayed kind of like regional. But people know who he is. Guy's 50 years old and passed away suddenly. Okay, and I'm telling you that I just think that it's no other reason but for issues with the heart. And I've already done enough videos. I've explained excessively why and what I think that's going on right now. Okay, something that they've been taking, you know, that people been taking. Probably 99% of the world that's taken. I think that when we get a breakthrough, all right, that as a human society, not just black people or white people or whatever, so-called that is, that we really need to do our research and kind of like to take a step back to see the type of effects that some of these medical breakthroughs or whatever that do, okay, before just jumping right on it. And I think that, when this thing came about, everybody just jumped right on it because, people was thinking that things were going to go back to normal. Well, things are not, as you know by now, things are not the normal. And people are warned that things were not going to be like they used to be. Okay? This is the new norm, and this is something that you have to deal with. You have to deal with it and make the best of it. Okay? And all I can say is be in the world, but not of the world. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't know, but figure it out. But there's too many instances, but particularly with our young people. I mean, they're in their teens, 20s, dying or whatever, okay? And I still think, yeah, even if he's, Magoo's 50 years old, an African American man, yeah, that you could be subject to probably, I don't know, people do pass on, but still 50 is still a young enough age where people I'm just saying, just all of a sudden just die of just all of a sudden die, unless he probably like have a weight problem and he doesn't appear like he had a weight problem. Okay. Now let me end the video, all right now. Rest in peace to that brother, okay, Magoo, and those other two guys, okay, the 17 and 19 years old. All right, but there's too many. Again, I want to let you know that we having people in our teens are dying. So that goes to show that we have a problem. Thank you for your time. Like, subscribe, share, cash at $, Winston Spivey if you want to donate. Check out some of the other videos as well.